What really happened to Ava Baron, Diddy's adopted daughter? Behind the headlines lies a story full of controversy, shocking allegations, and legal battles that could shake the entertainment world to its core. In 2020, in the middle of a global pandemic, Diddy surprised everyone by announcing he had adopted a young, white girl named Ava Baron Cones. He introduced her proudly to the world, comparing the adoption to famous celebrity adoptions. Many saw it as a heartwarming gesture, a beacon of hope during tough times. Yet, something felt off. Fans noticed Ava's uncomfortable body language in family videos and questioned why she was often absent from public appearances with Diddy's other children. The suddenness of the announcement and the lack of follow-up raised eyebrows and sparked speculation about the true nature of the adoption. Actor Terrence recently went public with explosive claims against Diddy, alleging inappropriate behavior toward him and other black men, describing freak-off parties where Diddy allegedly exerted a disturbing control. Terrence hinted he has even more information that could turn the tides against Diddy. Gene Deal, Diddy's former bodyguard, added fuel to the fire, claiming the adoption was a mere publicity stunt and alleging Ava was mistreated and used. He hinted at dark secrets and suggested industry insiders are already aware of Diddy's true character behind closed doors. Federal prosecutors have updated their indictment against Diddy, adding new charges pointing to a pattern of manipulation and abuse involving women and others. The allegations include coercion related to Diddy's notorious freak-off parties, and speculation points to Ava possibly being among those impacted. Rapper 50 Cent claims to possess insider evidence against Diddy that predates current legal battles. Having long feuds with Diddy, 50 Cent has been warning the public, though many dismissed him as petty. Now, his claims add another layer of anticipation to an upcoming documentary exposing more details. These revelations echo a disturbing pattern in the entertainment industry, where powerful men are shielded while victims suffer in silence. Similar scandals have previously come to light involving big names, showing how deeply entrenched these issues are. With the trial approaching, more shocking details are expected to emerge. The public is left wondering what the truth really is behind Ava's sudden disappearance and Diddy's actions. For now, the story is a haunting blend of mystery, power, and tragedy. The sudden adoption announcement. In 2020, right smack dab in the middle of a pandemic, Diddy made an unexpected announcement. He had adopted a young white girl named Ava Baron Cones. Pretty much overnight, she was introduced as a part of the Cones family. Diddy went live on Instagram to show her off, proudly presenting her to his followers. The moment was so sudden and just random, which made people either overlook it or quickly forget. Honestly, Ava hasn't really been mentioned much since then, which likely explains why no one brought her up again until Diddy's recent legal issues started making headlines. At the time, Diddy's announcement seemed like a heartwarming gesture, adopting a child during such a difficult time when so many kids needed support and stability. It came off as a generous act, and most people gave him credit for trying to step up. But now, in light of everything that surfaced about him, the same video definitely feels unsettling. What once seemed noble now has people watching it with raised eyebrows. Red flags from the start. Yet, something felt off. Fans noticed Ava's uncomfortable body language in family videos and questioned why she was often absent from public appearances with Diddy's other children. The suddenness of the announcement and the lack of follow-up raised eyebrows and sparked speculation about the true nature of the adoption. In the initial videos, Ava appeared visibly uneasy, her expressions not quite matching the joyful occasion. Why were Diddy's sons front and center in the family moments, but Ava remained on the sidelines? This odd dynamic left many wondering if things were not as perfect as they seemed. Some fans speculated about the energy in the room being off, hinting that there might be deeper issues behind the scenes. Adding to the unease, Ava essentially vanished from the public eye after her introduction. Aside from a few brief appearances with Diddy's twin daughters, Jessie and Delilah, she seemed to disappear completely. No more family photos, no follow-up videos. It was crickets from her side. Considering Diddy had her calling him Papa Combs, a name she reportedly used affectionately, you would expect Ava to have a more permanent presence in his life. But her sudden disappearance raised even more questions. Social media was flooded with speculation, with fans wondering whether Ava's story was a feel-good adoption or something much darker. This mystery only deepened as disturbing allegations about Diddy's behavior began to surface, casting a shadow over what once seemed like a noble gesture. The red flags from the start hinted that there was much more to this story than met the eye, leaving everyone waiting for the truth to come out. Terrence Howard's explosive revelations. Actor Terrence Howard recently went public with explosive claims about Diddy, shedding new light on a side of the music mogul many didn't expect. Terrence revealed that Diddy allegedly tried to pursue an intimate relationship with him, a shocking claim that stirred immediate buzz across social media platforms. This wasn't just a one-time incident. Terrence described a disturbing pattern where Diddy targeted black men during exclusive gatherings he called freak-off parties. According to Terrence, these events were more than just extravagant parties. They were calculated setups designed to break down men and manipulate them, stripping away their sense of self and dignity. He wasn't alone in experiencing this. Terrence hinted that several other men in the industry faced similar situations but remained silent, trapped by fear or embarrassment. The way he described it, Diddy used these gatherings as a means to exert control and power over vulnerable individuals in moments when they were most exposed. Terrence's allegations expose a darker side to Diddy's public persona, one filled with manipulation and intimidation. What makes these revelations even more compelling is the timing. Terrence shared a video on Twitter hinting he's been threatened by powerful people for speaking out and vowed to spill everything he knows, using the hashtag #mancard to emphasize his commitment to truth and integrity. His courage in bringing this to light has split opinions online. Some praise him for his bravery, others question the motives behind his disclosures. But there's no denying that Terrence Howard's revelations add a new and controversial chapter to the ongoing Diddy saga, leaving fans and critics alike eager to hear what comes next. As the story unfolds, it's clear that the surface has only just been scratched. Former bodyguard's shocking claims. Gene Deal, Diddy's former bodyguard, came forward and let it all out. According to Gene, Diddy didn't just mistreat Ava. He allegedly used her, claiming the whole adoption was nothing more than a publicity stunt, a strategic move to earn sympathy and boost his image during the pandemic. And once Diddy got the attention that he wanted, Gene says he cast Ava aside like she was never a part of the family to begin with, painting a disturbing picture, saying, "Duh. Found a little homeless girl, brought her into his world under the guise of adoption, and then pretended to embrace her like one of his own. All for just appearances." Behind the scenes, though, it was allegedly all smoke and mirrors. While Gene didn't outright accuse Diddy of harming Ava, he definitely stirred that pot, hinting that something dark may have happened, suggesting that people in the industry already know the truth about Diddy's character, letting us know. He didn't hold back, and the tea he spilled was piping hot, adding to the mess. Gene hinted that Diddy might have had some very questionable videos involving Ava, videos that are allegedly not just inappropriate, but potentially criminal, claiming federal investigators were allegedly searching for the videos because they believed they did exist. As Gene said, "You understand? It's going to come to the forefront." These revelations make Ava's sudden disappearance even more unsettling, fueling suspicions about the true nature of her adoption and what she might have endured behind closed doors. Federal investigation and new charges. Federal prosecutors have recently updated the indictment against Diddy, adding 2 new charges that reveal a disturbing pattern of behavior, pointing to manipulation and abuse of women and others around him as part of his ongoing legal battle. These charges describe how Diddy, also known as Cones, allegedly recruited, enticed, harbored, and transported individuals across state lines and internationally, coercing them into participating in orchestrated performances and commercial acts. The indictment highlights the use of force, threats, fraud, and intimidation as methods to control and exploit these victims, creating a systematic and pervasive pattern of abuse. Among the troubling details are references to so-called freak-off parties, elaborate events arranged and directed by Diddy, where participants were pressured or compelled to engage in acts under his control. The document also notes the use of financial leverage and career threats to ensure compliance, painting a grim picture of calculated exploitation. Of particular concern are rumors that Diddy's adopted daughter, Ava Baron, might be among the new victims added in this indictment, a claim that has intensified public scrutiny and speculation about her sudden disappearance from the public eye. The federal investigation is reportedly searching for incriminating materials, including videos and photos believed to exist on various devices, which could potentially corroborate these allegations. This development escalates what has already been a high-profile case, raising questions about the full extent of the abuses and the role that powerful individuals in the entertainment industry might have played or ignored. As these charges unfold, the legal and public pressure on Diddy continues to mount, leaving many to wonder what revelations will surface before the trial begins. The situation is complex and evolving, with the potential to impact not just Diddy, but the broader conversation about accountability and abuse within the industry. 50 Cent's insider knowledge. Rapper 50 Cent has been dropping hints for years about some serious insider information he holds on Diddy. Despite their long-standing feud, many dismissed his warnings as just petty rivalry. But now his claims are gaining attention, painting a much darker picture than what the public has seen so far. He alleges that before any of the legal trouble surfaced, he already had evidence of troubling behavior involving Diddy and Ava. According to sources close to 50 Cent, he's sitting on receipts that could expose some of the most unsettling aspects of Diddy's actions. This insider knowledge isn't just loose gossip. It's said to be substantial enough that 50 Cent plans to feature it heavily in an upcoming documentary about Diddy's alleged misconduct. This documentary could change the narrative entirely, shining a harsh spotlight on allegations that have been quietly whispered within the industry for years. 50 Cent even speculated publicly that considering the magnitude of these issues, it might be in Diddy's best interest to consider filing for bankruptcy to manage the fallout. His warnings have made fans and critics alike brace for what could be explosive revelations once the documentary drops. While some still question 50 Cent's motives, it's difficult to ignore how his early insight aligns with ongoing investigations and new charges. As we await more concrete evidence, 50 Cent's insider knowledge adds a compelling layer to the unfolding Diddy saga, leaving many eager to find out what else might come to light. The broader industry pattern. These revelations echo a disturbing pattern in the entertainment industry, where powerful men are often shielded from consequences, while victims suffer in silence. We've seen similar stories before, with names like R. Kelly, Harvey Weinstein, and Bill Cosby, all powerful figures protected for years, as allegations stacked up and survivors remained silent or unheard. This culture of silence and protection creates an environment where abuse can flourish, and the people involved often feel trapped, fearing retaliation or disbelief. In Diddy's case, the allegations and insider accounts suggest this pattern is far from unusual. From former associates to artists speaking out, there's a sense that many in the industry are aware of troubling behaviors but have chosen to turn a blind eye, either out of loyalty, fear, or self-interest. This system of enablers and silence keeps the abuse hidden behind closed doors, making it harder for victims to come forward and be believed. With the recent legal developments and public revelations, the industry is now under increased scrutiny. People are demanding accountability, not just for Diddy, but for the culture that allowed this to happen. It raises important questions about how power dynamics and fame can be exploited, and what needs to change to protect those who are vulnerable. The Ava Baron case, alongside these broader allegations, shines a harsh light on this ongoing problem, reminding us that the fight for justice in entertainment isn't over. It's a wake-up call for fans, insiders, and the public to look beyond the glitz and glamour and confront the ugly realities beneath. What's next in the trial and public opinion? With the trial approaching, more shocking details are expected to emerge. The public is left wondering what the truth really is behind Ava's sudden disappearance and Diddy's actions. Even though the trial got pushed further, it's starting soon. And something tells us that we're going to be even more shocked than we are now. The courtroom drama is ramping up, with new evidence and witness testimonies likely to surface. Fans and critics alike are paying close attention, debating what impact this could have on Diddy's legacy. Social media is abuzz with speculation, and many are questioning the power dynamics at play. Will Ava testify? Rumors suggest she might take the stand, which could change everything. The case is about more than just one person. It's a glimpse into a larger pattern of behavior in the industry. As the proceedings unfold, public opinion is already divided. Some stand firmly in support of the accusers, while others hold out for due process. Either way, this trial is shaping up to be a watershed moment that could redefine how such cases are handled. Stay tuned, because the truth is finally coming to light, and it could shake up everything we thought we knew. The Ava Baron story is far from over. Between troubling allegations, legal updates, and insider revelations, what we've seen so far might just be the tip of the iceberg. As the trial looms closer, prepare for more truths to unfold that could change the way we see Diddy and the entertainment world forever. These revelations force us to reconsider the image presented by fame and fortune, revealing a darker, more complex reality beneath the spotlight. The public and fans alike are left with difficult questions about trust, power, and accountability. In cases like these, the journey to justice is rarely simple or swift, but shining a light on hidden truths is a crucial step forward. As this story unfolds, it challenges us all to look beyond surface appearances and demands we confront uncomfortable realities that have been ignored for too long. The coming months will likely bring even more revelations, and it's clear that the impact of these events will resonate far beyond just one family or one man. Stay tuned as the truth emerges and justice seeks its course.